Hi, boys and girls. This is Ms. Shin. I'm going to guide you with some think-alouds to support your 2 comprehension questions for our text today. And we're focusing on David Carver. And he's the man who studied earthquakes. So we're going to look at the 2 questions that we have. The first one involves inferencing. And the question is, after reading page 8, what inference can you draw about the strength of most earthquakes? Now I'm looking for text evidence that can help support my answer. And I want to have in my answer that most earthquakes are not powerful enough to cause damage, but some do. I'm going to look for evidence where it's talking about the power of an earthquake. I'm going to start here in the first paragraph on page 8, and I'm going to read to you some sentences. Hundreds of earthquakes occur every day. About 2 each month are powerful enough to cause damage. So if you think of that, in an average month, we have about 30 days. And if every day there's hundreds of earthquakes happening, and only 2 of those out of the hundreds that happen within those each day, only 2 in the whole month can cause damage, that's letting you know that not many earthquakes have enough power to damage our landscape. Think about that when you write your inferencing response. There's sentence frames provided in the box for you. And now we're going to discuss our second question. Our second question talks about when Mr. Carver went to the scene of the Northridge earthquake in 1994. And it's asking you to look at what was the scene. What evidence does the author provide to show that the 1994 Northridge earthquake was destructive? Now remember, the word destruction means to cause damage. And there's some photographs here that help us paint that picture. In this photograph here, it's showing us the damage to the road, right? At the bottom of page 10, he's talking about what he saw when he arrived there. He said it was like a scene out of a disaster movie. We arrived at night. There were no lights in the city and no cars on the freeway. And then he goes in to talk about aftershocks that occurred the day after the major earthquake. Now, no lights and no cars on the freeway, and this picture here helps paint that for us. That helps us see there was destruction to the landscape. Think about those in your mind as you're writing out your response to that question.